Thank you, Mr. President, and I appreciate this amendment, the Senator Putnam's amendment, because it actually finds a way to save money. And we constantly argue about, inefficiencies in state government, inefficiencies in all sorts of areas, and here's a way we can save money. Right now, in one of my districts, in Senate District 49, we have currently a referendum out for May 11th, and they're asking to renew a 10-year expiring referendum, and that's for $7 million for technology. And this is just, and by the way, this is one of the most affluent districts in the state, which I'm privileged again to represent. So this goes to the argument that schools still need this funding, even if, because they're not fully funded by the state legislature. So they have to go to the public, to the parents, to choose by a vote whether they want to extend it. And they also are asking for approval of a new one of $7 million facilities bond. Again, to the point that we're not funding our education system because our school districts are having to go back to the public, to the residents, to parents to be able to support the needs of the schools and the teachers and the students. So, Mr. Chair, and Mr. President, and Senator Chamberlain, right now this particular referendum would cost $40,000. Yes, there's a new one there, but if we're going to renew it every 10 years or every so often, that's $40,000 that could go for so many things in this classroom. I've heard of stories of late, and this is not new, of teachers having to buy pencils and paper and just basic supplies for the classroom. Now we're going into a virtual world. That's why we're asking for more supports on the technology, because again, the state is not doing its part to fully fund schools, so they are able to provide those needs for the schoolrooms. And what we're asking for is a modest change, a modest ability and tool to be able to put some more money into our state coffers so we can support better our schools. And $40,000 in one school district, I would be, shocked to see how much that adds up with all the school districts we have across our state, how much difference that would make to improve the quality of teaching and the quality in our schoolrooms. So, Mr. President, Senator Chamberlain, as you heard in the testimony from some of our members here, there's been bipartisan support on this provision. I would encourage that this would be a friendly amendment and it can be worked out in conference committee, but it actually saves money. Why would we be against that? Mr. President and Senator Chamberlain, I hope you can appreciate the very reasonable ask to put some more money into the pockets of our coffers so we can support our schools. We're not asking you to fully fund schools. We're just asking you to support an amendment that would actually save all the hassle of having to go back to the voter every single time with full disclosure, by the way. Thank you, Mr. President.